today to do the hardest part about being a mom, what nobody tells you tag. This video is going to be real and raw. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to answer some of the questions completely honest, and I hope you guys really enjoy this. So I'm doing this video in collab with Katie from Katie and Babes. She has two beautiful little girls, Lily, who is 4, Mia, who is 18 months. She lives up in New York, and she does lots of motherhood videos and lifestyle videos, lots of hauls and cleaning videos. Her channel is very, very similar to mine. So if you like my channel, you will definitely like her. I have all her links down in the description, so make sure you subscribe to her and follow her on Instagram. Okay, so let's just get into the video. So the first question is, what surprised you most about motherhood? This question kind of slipped me, not really slipped me, that's not the word I'm looking for. I don't know, it was hard for me to answer, I guess, because I just really couldn't think of anything that like surprised me, I guess. I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that I worked in childcare for such a long time, which I know that's completely different than having your own kids and having kids at home and everything like that. But I knew the basics of how to take care of a child, you know? Like some people, you know, don't have any clue what it's like to have to take care of a child. So when they become a mom or a father, everything is so different. They have to change everything around, you know, and it's a huge change for them. But for me, I guess since I was already kind of used to it, it just was a lot easier of a transition for me, I guess, if that makes any sense. And then also before I became like a mother, I was a stepmom to Addison, so I kind of had that experience, and I was kind of able to take some of the things I learned from, you know, watching Brett parent and stuff like that, and watching my sisters parent and stuff, taking that in consideration when I became an actual mom. Another thing that I guess that would surprise me, could say, is how things really didn't change. I'm still able to do the things I enjoy. I can go get my nails done or my hair done. I can go get lunch with friends. Anything like that, I can still do those things I enjoy. I just have to find a babysitter now, which is usually my husband. You know, he does the same thing. He can still go out and do things that he enjoys. Like right now, he's at a basketball game. You know, so it's just things like nothing really changed per se. It's all the same. It's just, I guess it's a little bit harder to do those things. Like before, I could just pick up my purse, get in the car, go get my nails done, and it didn't matter. Now I have to figure out a time that's okay with everybody. You know, is Brett gonna be home right now? What's Brooks gonna be doing when I'm doing that? Is it gonna be easier for me just to stay home? Let me put Brooks down for a nap before I go, blah, 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 blah. You know, so it's not necessarily that things are different now. It's just things have changed. You have to do it a different way, if that makes any sense at all, which it probably doesn't. And I'm sorry if it doesn't make sense to you guys. Leave comments down below if I make absolutely no sense. I tend to ramble and it doesn't make any sense half the time. But yes, that's what I would say. I guess nothing really like completely surprised me about motherhood. Yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know what else to say about that question. Number 2, what do you love most about being a mom? Now, I believe I've answered this question before in another mom tag, and my answer to that question was everything. I love, sorry, my nose is super itchy. I love everything about being a mom. I just love it. I don't know if it's just my personality or what it is, but I just like nothing. There's nothing that I don't like about being a mom. Yes, it's hard. It's hard as hell. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard, and there are times that it sucks. Like, being completely honest, you know what I mean? When you just want to go to bed, but the baby is just crying and crying. Duh, nobody loves that. It sucks. It's awful. But then when your baby grows up and he's 1 year old and he doesn't need you to go to sleep anymore and he just falls asleep on his own, that kind of makes you sad. So I do kind of miss those late nights staying up with him. You know, at the moment, maybe not. But now I do miss those things, and I wish that he wasn't so independent and he wasn't 1 year old already and almost 1.5, you know, and doing his own thing. And so it's, even though some of the things, they completely suck, I still absolutely love it, and I try to remember to take everything in that I possibly can while I can, because it's not going to be like this for long. Is that not like a Darius Rucker song or something? I don't know. But you know what I mean? But for real though, it's really just not going to be like that for long. It's going to just fly by and it's going to suck. It sucks that it flies by so fast. So honestly, my honest 100% answer is everything. I love everything about being a mother. I love that I have people that depend on me, that need me, that want me. It's just an amazing experience and feeling that you just can't, you cannot describe it. You just can't. You can't unless you are a mother, unless you live it. You just can't describe it. You can't. Okay, and question number 3 is, what, if anything, would you change? I definitely have to say staying home with him would be what I wish I could go back and change. With this baby, I almost said his name. Woo. With this baby, I'm going to be being a stay-at-home mom, so I'm going to get more time with him as an infant, and I didn't get that opportunity with Brooks because after my 6 weeks was up, I had to go back to work, and I was working 8 to 5 at that time, so that's kind of a long time, I feel like, to be away from my little tiny baby, which obviously I spent my evenings with him. I spent my weekends with him. You know, I had plenty of time with him, but it's not going to be the time that I get with this baby, and I really wish I could have changed that, which obviously that's not something I can go back and change now, and it wasn't like that's what I chose, or it is what I chose because I had to go to work, but at that point in time, we just were not in the state that we needed to be for me to be able to stay home. It just would not have worked, so it's not like that was something that like I chose work over Brooks or anything like that. You know, I had to work. You have to work, people have to work. You know, I'm just fortunate and we're lucky enough this time around, you know, we're in a different position in our lives now. You know, Brett makes more money now, just different things like that that add up, that give us the opportunity to, or give me the opportunity to be able to stay home. But I do wish that I could go back, and I wish things were different, and I wish I would be able to stay home with him because that's always been a dream of mine. Like I've said before, I always wanted to be a stay-home mom. But you know, he is only 18 months, so it's not like he's that old, so I am still going to get a lot of time home with him. You know, he's not going to go to school until he's probably like 4 or 5, depending on if he does pre-K or not. You know, so I still have a good chunk of time that I get to be with him at home. But I do wish that I could have been at home with him when he was a tiny little baby. Okay, and question number 4 is, how do you parent differently from your own mother? I would say I probably parent a lot differently, just because the fact that my mom was a single mom of 2 kids, so she had to work a lot. She wasn't around as much as I wish she could have been, and it's not like that was what she wanted. You know, she had to work. She had to provide for both of us all on her own. You know, so she had to work the extra shifts. She had to work weekends. She missed games. She missed things that I wish she could have been there for, and it sucks, but you know, it is just what life is. It's just what life is sometimes for people, and that's completely fine. You know, you have to do what you have to do, period, end of discussion. She had to work, she had to be gone a lot. That's just how it was. She was an amazing mother. She did everything she could to provide for us, and she did everything she could to give us what we wanted and what we needed, but that also meant that she wasn't around that much. And I am with Brooks and Addison 24/7. I'm with them all the time. If I'm not working, then I'm home with them. Okay, question number 5. What is the most difficult part about motherhood for you? I would definitely have to say lack of sleep. I miss sleep. If I'm being 100% honest, I miss sleep so much. Just daydreaming about the times when I could nap whenever I wanted. But for real though, that's like the hardest thing that I've had to like adjust to, is just like the sleep. You know, like literally when they tell you sleep when the baby sleeps, they are not kidding at all. Sleep when the baby sleeps. Leave the dishes leave the sink full of dishes. Leave the laundry in the washer for a little bit longer. Leave the toys on the floor. Who cares? Sleep when the baby sleeps. And I mean that. Sleep when the baby sleeps. I miss sleep. And number 6, what are some words of wisdoms for mommies out there, or mommies to be? I would say take people's advice. Like, people, whether you want it or not, people are going to give you advice. They're going to tell you what they think is right, what they think that you should do. You know, and sometimes, at least for me, a lot of the times, that advice was good advice, and it was things that I did use. But sometimes it can be a little overwhelming, it can be annoying, and it can be just too much, and you just want to be like, shut up, you know, let me do what I want to do, you know. But, you know, do listen to them, because sometimes, you know, what they're saying in that moment might be annoying to you. You might think that it's not going to work, whatever. And then later on you find out and you're like, oh my gosh, wait, she was so right. I should have listened to her a long time ago. You know, so just take people's advice with an open heart, and just know that 90% of the time they're giving you that advice just to help you out, not to be controlling, not to try to step on your toes, nothing like that. They just generally want to help you. But also saying that, make sure you follow your heart. Even if you are a first-time mom and you know what your baby needs. You know, I don't know how to describe it, and you really can't describe it until you become a mom, but just trust me, you know. Make sure you follow your heart. Make sure you follow your own mind. You know when something's wrong. You know when something's not working. You know what I mean? And you may have to do trial and error, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Do what you think is best for your child. Take the steps that you need to take to do what you need to do for your baby, if that makes any sense at all. You know what I mean? Just, I don't feel like I'm having the right words of what I'm trying to say, but mommies out there, you understand what I'm trying to say. You just follow your heart. That's the best way I can say it. Just follow your heart. Whether you believe it or not, follow that instinct, follow that mommy instinct. Like, it might not be there right now. You may not have it yet, but once that baby comes and you're holding that baby and and it's the first night, the second night, the third night, it may still not be there. It may take you a little bit to get that mommy instinct, but once it hits, make sure you follow it. Make sure you follow it. You know what is best for your child. Period. You know what's best. If that makes any sense. I really hope that makes sense. I'm not very good at answering questions. Okay guys, so that is the end of this tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know my answers are completely scatterbrained and completely everywhere, but I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say. I'm not very good at answering questions, as you can tell. I'm always just mumbling and rambling and going on and on and on, and none of it probably makes sense, and I do apologize for that. I've just never been a good test taker, and even though this isn't a test, it's still questions, and I'm just not very good at it. But I hope y'all understood what I was trying to say. I hope my answers help you. I hope my answers are interesting to you. I just hope that you guys like this video. And don't forget to check out Katie from Katie and Babes. I will have all her links down below, as well as my links. So make sure you follow both of us. We're both named Katie, so you know that we're cool. That was completely corny, but for real, y'all know what I mean. Make sure you check her out though. She's awesome. I love her channel. You guys will love it as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe and comment and like and all that jazz, and I will see you in my next video.